This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
So that was pretty awesome. Wasn't expecting to see any kind of, I guess, summary of what's been going on and what kind of mission we're on. So that was pretty neat. Let's see here what the hell is going on. I have to say, I have to apologize to everybody. So that first video, pretty much every kind of mistake that you can imagine that somebody new to YouTube could possibly do happen. So we did record in 720 instead of 1080, 1080p. There were some issues also with audio and having to edit things out. I think it's going to be a lot smoother this time. Keeping my fingers crossed. We got Roach there ready for us to follow Vesemir. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Alright, while on the road, hold X without steering to automatically follow its path. Sweet. So let's go ahead and prance our way to Vesemir and holding the X button.
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Alright, so another one of those friendly paragraphs, courtesy of Project Red. We are nearing a village. Don't disturb the peace. Remember, town guards and hired watchmen won't tolerate theft. You can steal things, okay. And also won't look kindly on you accosting others. What does that mean? Local residents often erect notice boards near settlements. These are marked, okay, on our maps. Examine them to learn about contracts, work for witchers, and local happenings. So, more of those notices, which I had a feeling we were going to be seeing lots of those. I don't know, it seemed like something that was going to be used a lot in the game, so I guess I was right. Cool.
Take it easy.
Alright, so I hope I don't attract the guards. We're almost killing that woman with my horse. Where the hell is Vesemir going?
So it worked. Except it was some drowner that had supped on me. Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk do? Seemed like they could have sewed his head back on. Word is, they laid his corpse to rest.
So that's pretty cool. We actually get little little text above the characters while they're speaking. Let's see here. Oh, we got a cat.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
Thought we were about to have some sexual abuse here.
They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
I think shit's about to go down.
Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Weevil arse.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Dialogue in shops. Options marked. Okay, money bag. We'll open the shop panel. So, looking for a woman. Show me what you got. Pretty busy place. There's a contract on the Griffin. Alright, priority right now is finding Yennefer. So, let's see what's going on with her.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Alright, so we'll do just that. Okay, so it looks like dialogue options marked with the X bubble. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. So let's see here what else she has to say.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
The details on the faces of these people is just pretty incredible. So let's see here if there's a contract on the Griffin.
There a contract on that Griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
I don't know about that. I feel like getting a Griffin under my sword. Let's see here. Let's see what she's got.
Got behind the counter.
Alright, buy and sell items using the shop panel. Press X to make a purchase. If only life were that easy. Press circle to close the shop panel. Alright, so equipment. So yeah, I'm guessing we have nothing. Okay, we have some usable items. We have a torch, a roasted chicken leg, Yennefer's letter, Tawny Owl. Wait, what? So it's a potion. Accelerates stamina regeneration. Has some toxicity. Lasts for 30 seconds. 10-second duration. So yeah, so it looks like a lot of things are kind of reminiscent of MMOs with the whole second duration for these effects. This is the quest item, or Crystal Skull, and that's pretty much all we have. So let's see what's available. We have common items. We have cards, card type, special card, unit card, special ability, decoy, swap of a card on the battlefield to return it to your hand. So do we freaking have a card game in this? Like Final Fantasy 8 and 9? Faction, Northern Realms, unit, siege combat. That's freaking awesome if that's what it is. I don't remember getting a starter deck, and these are just individual cards I can buy. So 50 crowns or 50 gold coins. I doubt I'm going to be able to play a game with only 3 cards. So I'm going to leave these here for now. And let's see what else we got. Another complicated witcher word. Redanian herbal used in alchemy. So it's an ingredient. Makaman spirit. Ingredient. Dwarven spirit. So it looks like a lot of ingredients for alchemy. Cherry cordial, mandrake. So I'm waiting to still figure out if there is a place to perform alchemy, or if we just do it wherever we are. We'll figure that out here in a second. So water. So we do need to buy food and water. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but it looks like with the Death March mode, our health is only going to regenerate when we eat and drink. So this is it's actually not that cheap, it seems like, which is kind of awful. But let's go ahead and get some. Maybe cow's milk will be a little cheaper. Or maybe I'm just looking at this wrong. I'm not quite sure, guys. I'm not an economist here. So 4 for 52 crowns. Okay, that seems pretty reasonable. An apple. So what else do we have? Baked apple. A baked apple just sounds like an improved apple. So I'm going to go ahead and get a baked apple. So that's 30 coins. Wait, what? Oh, I've been looking at the shopkeeper's money. I've been seeing the gold coins go up, and I thought it was mine. I was like, this is a really weird economy. I buy stuff, and then I get more money. So let's see here. I really feel like we should buy something hardy just in case things get really bad. So I'm going to buy just one other chicken leg. And this is probably the weirdest grocery list I've ever done so far in any game, I think. Not even comparing it to real life, because that probably would not be fair. So that's it for shopping. So thanks for everything.
Thanks for everything.
Wow, he makes it sound a whole lot much better than I did. And that's why I'm not the Witcher, and he is.
Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
See, I'm the kind of person that if you tell me that, I'm going to try and attract attention.
Been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Oh, Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh? Parcel out their patrimony. Give it to their own.
I love this dialogue that the peasants have. Seems so interesting. Alright, so we got some pretty colorful walls here. That's what I'm kind of staring at. So I just want to check this out for a little bit. This is pretty cool. I would just, I think looking at a game that comes from a culture very different than a lot of the games that get developed out there, we get to see some different things. This is definitely something that even playing Elder Scrolls, we probably wouldn't see inside of an inn, and that's really neat. I like that attention to color. So let's check out these peasants, and again, everybody in this freaking village looks badass. These beards, I'm very envious of the hair and the clothes. Let's see what he's got to say.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
I guess that's one way to make friends. Let's see here. Dialogue, Axie. Options marked with, I guess, a Witcher sign will make use of the Axis sign. This sign influences people's minds, causing them to act according to your will. So, in other words, Jedi mind trick. To charm more stubborn individuals who would otherwise resist during a conversation, invest in the delusion ability in the character panel. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out, I think. So let's go ahead and continue. Just want to talk now, waste of words. So they've already been kind of a dick, so I'm not going to worry about putting a spell on them. Let's do it.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Sit your ass down. Alright, so I complimented those guys a lot, and then they really, they didn't want to be bros. So, let's see if this innkeeper actually has a name. I kind of felt, there we go, Elsa. Felt bad that she didn't tell us her name, and we didn't ask. That just didn't seem too nice. And here I am concerned with being a very nice and polite person. And I'm a mean-ass monster hunter with two swords, but that's the way things go, man.
For what?
Factions, teams, suits, similar to clubs and spades, except each suit has its own face cards.
Ah, so it looks like they're playing the card game.
Wouldn't you rather play war? It's like to be near dawn before you get your game in the noggin.
Well, I think we're going to check this out. I absolutely went nuts for the card games in Final Fantasy 8 and 9. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten to play those games and have seen those card games, but they were a game on their own, and they kind of, they kind of changed my life. It seems like an exaggeration, but they really did. Till this day, I still think about that card game, and so yeah, let's check out what this is about.
What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher with tenure. Looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
That's kind of weird. Horsewoman of war. Let's see what he's talking about.
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Okay. So let's see here. Why are you here? Just to play cards, man?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Okay, so he's kind of like a war journalist in the Witcher setting. So go back to your books while you still can. Write about the war, what it's really like. Yeah, I think if he's willing to take these risks, it'd probably be worthwhile to document the war, so people have an actual good idea of what it's actually like and what the hell's going on, because it looks pretty brutal.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Well, I kind of hope this guy dies, because he's kind of an asshole. So let's see here. We already asked about the horsewoman of war. Let's see here.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Alright, so it looks like this guy is pretty much done giving us any valuable information.
You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Alright, so we do maybe get to play the card game. So let's see here. We'll begin a game of Gwent. Alright, let's check it out.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.